And we're live.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
So, just some background. We don't know where Andy is. He gets here. He gets here. We've waited for almost 20 minutes, so we're gonna get started. So what were you guys' individual examples?
So it's Susan Jesperson, Raquel Diaz, and Emma Howard.
Yep.
So we're all here. Hi, Brother Christensen. Or the TA, whichever one is going to check out our video.
Yeah.
So our question was pretty easy this week to decide or give an example of bilateral or unilateral contracts. So
I try to give like the most simple example. Like, can I start or
yeah,
you
go
guys
for it.
start? Okay. I thought about a lot of examples. Like he gave like in the book an example about if you pay like a guy to cut your grass, you pay
Oh my
$25.
goodness! I did the same thing. Grass cutting.
Yeah, that's in the book. Like the example.
Okay.
If you pay, and that's how do you say like unilateral? Like how do you say it?
Unilateral.
Unilateral. Okay. So, but my example was that. Let's see here. So my example was about. Okay, I got it. Sorry. My example about that was if I pay $50. If I offer my sister, I want her to clean my home, and I'm gonna pay her $50. If she does that, that's gonna be like this unilateral. And bilateral would be if I ask my sister to make my bed, like to clean my home, then I'm gonna cook her a meal. That would be like the bilateral contract. Or also, if you pay someone like those murder people, if they pay someone to kill, this is gonna be unilateral. Like if he wants to be like a case or something. So that's what I thought about unilateral. I know there's so many examples, like easy ones.
Yeah. It wasn't too difficult. What were your examples, Susan?
Well, I just gave the simple one. I didn't really remember that it was mowing lawns, so I just said that for a bilateral, I'll mow your lawn if you give me money. And so I'll give him money, and we have a contract. And it's fulfilled as soon as he mows my lawn. And for unilateral, it's one party. I'll pay you to mow my lawn, and there's no real contract until they mow the lawn. And then when the action is complete and I pay him, that's a unilateral because it's a two-sided contract.
I think this example, he might not gonna like us to use it because it's in the book.
Yeah.
He might say that we got from the book. I know it's not true because you thought about it, like you didn't look at the book. So, but yeah.
So my examples for my bilateral contract was a man promises to plant someone's fields, and in response, the other man will milk all of his cows for the year. And then unilateral, it's a hotel promises to give someone housing for the night, and the person promises to pay them X amount of dollars for that service. That's the act. It's promised by one person to pay you, and the act by the other person of giving you a hotel room.
Yeah, I like that because like the restaurant, it's just if you order food, your intent is to pay for that food.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good example that they gave in the videos.
Yep, I agree. All right, so we just need to type up the example, and the explanation is obviously going to be pretty clean cut.
So, okay, I'm going to take Andrew. I have the assignment template also so that I know what to put in here. So, do we have to all put the same thing, or?
So we really only, it says we only have to turn in one of these
One, yeah.
templates.
And
If you guys want, I can do it today. I think the video link, I might not gonna have it because it's.
Yeah, I would have to send you a copy of the video link.
Yeah. So I can put it here, but otherwise, yeah, I can do it because you do all that every time, Heyman. So I think I can try to do it today. I'm just
Sure.
confused about like turn on the Hangout and like recording everyone, but otherwise I'm good.
Yeah, I can send you a copy of the Google of the Hangout address. That's not a problem.
So what example you guys want to use?
I'm writing Ammon's down just because I didn't understand it as completely. So I wrote, if Ammon promises to plant his neighbor's field in exchange for milking his neighbor's cows, it is a bilateral.
Yeah. So the bilateral contract idea is that both people. It's more of a. I looked at it as it being the barter system. That you're promising something and they're promising something, and that's your contract. Whereas the other side, the unilateral, is I promise to do something for you, and you are going to give me an action in response to that. So I'm not going to follow through on my end until the action is complete.
Okay, so come again. So it's about if Ammon. Say again, Ammon.
So if I promise to plant my neighbor's fields and he promises to milk my cows for the year, that's a bilateral contract where we both promised to do something throughout the year.
So, Ammon, I wrote, I book a hotel and the hotel allows access to housing, and the person promises to pay after I stay the night.
Yeah, or yeah.
And that's a unilateral.
Yes.
I'm just finishing the bilateral. Just a second. Okay, so which one are you gonna use for unilateral?
The hotel example that the hotel gives me access to a room to sleep in for the night, and in return, I promise I pay them for that action, for the service that they rendered.
Okay, so we need a question also. Did you see I saw our test question on the exam about your example, Raquel.
The question?
Yeah, the one on the exam about your example of intent. That was one of the test questions.
I couldn't see the test question. I got an F because I couldn't see. It didn't go through for me last week. And it just animated. Yeah. So what is the quiz question we wanna do it then?
You could just say, is it bilateral or lateral contract when you book a hotel? That's pretty simple.
I think that's just fine though. It's pretty hard to write a complex question for this example.
What kind of contract?
Remember on explanate, we have to write a pretty good explanation of our example as well.
Well, that's what I just wrote was what you said. If Ammon promises to plant his neighbor's field in exchange for milking his neighbor's cows, it's a bilateral contract, like the barter system. I book a hotel and the hotel allows access to housing and the person promises to pay after I stay the night. Unilateral contract, I better write, is not complete until both parties fulfill their side.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And our question is what? Is it
bilateral or unilateral?
Yeah, I put like what kind of contract it is when you pay to stay in a hotel. Is that okay? Or
yeah, what kind of contract is agreed to when you stay at a hotel?
what kind? Hey, say it one more time. What kind of contract is it when you
agree to stay at a hotel?
so unilateral. Okay. So the feedback, I need to say why the correct answer is unilateral. So that's it, right? I need to explain why it's correct. That's the feedback.
So, in contract, just say a unilateral contract the book's definition is that it involves a promise by one party and an act by the other. So, it's a unilateral contract because one party is promising to provide housing in return for the other, or one party is providing housing for the night, and the other party is promising to pay, and the other party's promising to pay the hotel proprietor.
So should we write it? A unilateral contract involves a promise by one party to provide accommodations.
Yeah. I would say on that this is an example of unilateral contract because one party is promising that.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
For the correct answer?
For the feedback, I just put unilateral, like for the correct answer, and then the correct answer feedback, I put like one part is providing housing and the other part is promising to pay to stay in the hotel. Yeah.
But is it an assumed promise?
And what?
Do we say it's an assumed promise that he?
Yeah, because it's not.
Once you are in the hotel, you're gonna sign that you're gonna pay after you leave the hotel.
Yeah, there's certain. It's not necessarily a true verbal commitment, but the intent is certainly there.
Yeah.
Assumed intent to pay for his room.
Yeah.
That's why so our first wrong answer is
bilateral.
Pardon me?
I just say bilateral, like the other contract.
Yeah, just
Oh, that's a good answer.
That's a ground one. So that's not bilateral, like it's unilateral. Like, oh, I have a hard time saying that.
So the wrong answer, one feedback.
So it is not a bilateral because you don't have both part doing
Both
exchange for something.
Both
one,
parties haven't.
yeah, one party is providing a service, the other party is promising to pay. So it's an action and a promise rather than two promises.
Both parties haven't exchanged actions.
Yeah.
So what would be the wrong answer number 2?
I say that you get up and leave the building without paying.
Yeah, that would be a bad. That would be certainly the wrong thing to do. So
Maybe we should say party number 2. How do we word it?
You cannot. The answer for this wrong one that Susan gave is just that once you are in the hotel, they use your credit card number. So if you leave the hotel, you're gonna pay anyways.
I know, but they won't. That can still be a wrong answer.
No, it's the wrong answer. Yeah, it is. So I don't know how to explain that one, but it's if you sign a contract that you're gonna pay it, so you have to pay it. Now leave the place.
So for a wrong answer too, we could say once we wake up refreshed, we go home without checking out.
a little bit of a close to home question. I'm working in Jackson Hole at a hotel.
It's sure beautiful there.
Cold too. It snowed last night.
Oh my goodness, that's cold.
Snow is here.
Where?
Jackson, Wyoming. So we're
Oh,
same as where Rexburg is. Kind of on
I used
only.
I used to live in Rexburg, so I know what I mean.
Yeah, we're pretty close to. We're higher in elevation though. We're up in the mountains.
I was afraid of living in Idaho, in Rexburg, just because like Yellowstone, because like
Yeah.
like because my husband used to do geology and like a class of geology, and he always talked to me about like the volcanoes and everything that's inside of it. That's Yellowstone is a big volcano. I was like, and he said it was active. I was like, why are you living here? Like, I want to move out, I want to go back to Brazil. We don't have volcanoes in Brazil. It's crazy.
Yeah, active volcanoes. They cause trouble.
Yeah, but like living in Rexburg was. We were talking about that last night. Was one of the happiest times of our lives. Like being a student, not much of like responsibilities, and we are happy, and we didn't know it. Okay, so, yeah.
That's usually how it works.
Last wrong answer.
That's wrong.
So do you have wrong answer feedback for number 2?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's the third one?
The hotel can charge you whatever they want because you stayed in their room?
We could say, You can make noises inside of the hotel. Doesn't matter like what time it is, and you're not gonna get in trouble. I don't know. Why do you guys want to give
So,
us a wrong answer?
unilateral contract is not
Oh.
complete until both parties fulfill their side.
Huh? Say again?
I'm just reading our,
Okay.
because we want to do something about not fulfilling the promises.
Say,
There's any other names of contractors instead
sure,
others than huh?
That's a good idea. Just you could
We could use another contract name, like
implied contract.
huh?
How about like an implied contract?
Implied.
Implied contract.
Okay. So
Oh no, because that could possibly be correct. A correct answer.
oh
yeah,
Yeah.
it depends. If you make the reservation over the phone, it's an implied contract. If you make the reservation online, you actually
oh
have a signed contract.
Huh.
oh. It could be, let's see. We could put as I don't. Oh no, I think we got this on this. Yeah, regulation like about the laws. We could do it. I don't know. Um, I don't know what to put as the wrong answer.
Say it's a quasi contract.
Yeah. Or you could write, we'll need mediation in order to fulfill this contract. Something with another thing that we've been studying.
Yeah.
So what should I put here? Then we.
Like the answer could be assault and battery or something like that.
You could say something real simple, just like there is no contract because
It was just an offer.
it was just an offer for services, which would be the wrong answer because it stopped being an offer once you booked the room.
Right.
But
You agreed. So I like that one.
So the wrong answer feedback is because there is no there is a contract. Once you're there in the hotel, you have to have a contract in order to be there.
yeah,
So there's no contract.
yeah. So the wrong
It's
answer
just an
is
offer.
there is no contract.
It is just an answer.
Merely an offer.
An offer.
And the wrong answer feedback is when you book a room, you made you entered into a contract. It's interesting. A hotel could actually be a bilateral contract pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Depends, because it's a unilateral contract, but it also could be if the room is prepaid prior to the guest arriving, then it would become a bilateral contract. Because at that point, you've already paid, you've already you've already promised your actions, so you can. It's turned into a bilateral, which is interesting.
So do you have that, Raquel? The wrong answer feedback?
Yep.
When you book a room, you agree to exchange money for accommodations.
Yeah, I'm just reviewing like what I'm writing here. So
Cool.
Do you guys think I'm doing like the explanation of the example you use? Like, so I use like bilateral, like this would be an exchange contract. So that's why we use this about Amon promising to plant his neighbor's field. And the unilateral, I said that's when you have just one person, like one of the parties acting. Do you guys think that's okay, or I need to add something else?
No, I think that's probably a unilateral contract is when one prompt.
Yeah, I just try to keep it like as most simple as I can. So
Yeah, I think that's fine.
yeah. So let's see, instructions in place. Okay. Yeah, so I just gonna need, like, I fill out everything. I just need the link. So that's it. What
Yeah.
is missing? Yeah.
And I'll send you that link.
Yeah.
Well, after we go off live, I think we can copy and paste the link, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we? Like, it's gonna be the same one?
It's over in YouTube under my videos, so I can grab it and send it to you.
Okay, yeah.
So, but if I highlight and copy the what is it, URL right now, that's what I would post, right?
I think it's gonna change something after he closed the video. I don't know.
You can change it over to a YouTube address.
Yeah.
So I'll send that to both of you.
Okay, thank you.
All three of us have a copy of it just for our own records or whatever.
And how you guys are for next week? For same time, same day, or?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this works fine.
Okay.
Okay. And this week's meeting with Brother Christensen is on Friday, right? 5 p.m. Mountain Time?
Yeah, he changed it for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to get to him, but I work a night shift, and so I'm always at work trying to get on Google Hangouts, and it only doesn't work very well.
No.
Well, do you see how he did it in communities?
Yeah.
It might make it easier for us if we form a community and then we're able to get on easily. Because he posts a link, join me at this time. I don't know how that works, but
Neither do I. Cool. Well,
because Friday so we'll do next Wednesday.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Are you guys on Google Communities at all?
Yeah, I'm I have it for this class and for a couple other classes.
So okay, I'm gonna try and form a community, and
Hey, do you guys have WhatsApp or like the app?
Oh,
Because I have that too. That's easier. Like, let me write that down.
I might have deleted it from my phone.
This one is easy, like, to talk, like, because it uses the internet. Since I'm in Brazil, you guys wouldn't pay anything. So if you guys have any problem on meeting, we can exchange messages. I don't know.
I don't know where my phone went. So I think I deleted the app because when my son was on a mission.
I sent you like a message on the first day we met. But I think the last time you saw it was on August, late on August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'll have to find it. I'll see if it's on there.
Cool.
On my phone. So, Ammon, that's where you can talk internationally for free.
Yeah, you don't pay it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have to pay for this hour online, Raquel?
Huh?
Do you have to pay for this hour online?
The WhatsApp online?
Are you doing this through WhatsApp?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm doing it on my computer.
Okay. Okay, so next Wednesday, we'll see you in the morning. Thank you
Yep.
so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I don't know where Andy was, but
He might have had to go to a different class now. I don't
I'm
know.
link to this.
So, all right, we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Thanks,
See you
everybody.
guys next week then, guys.
Thank you.